Good afternoon, everybody. This is OTC. I trade with Bear Bull Traders Community, and this is my trade recap on AMD. So, already in the trade, started the video a little late. This is actually a live recap. So, notice that it was at the bottom of the range. You can see it here on the 15-minute. And sorry, I can't use the pen on these. I don't think. Yeah, I can. Okay, so came down, forming a bottom, started seeing this bearish checkmate develop, took my entry, put my stop loss down here. I just set the R calculator. So it looks like I was shooting for this level, trying to get a 3R trade. So let's speed it up a little. I think I moved my stop loss up once it makes a move, and there's that bullish checkmate. So my entry was a little bit high, but not a bad entry. I thought that after this candle here that it was going to make the move, because it had already gotten pretty flat on the 1 and was getting flat on the 2, right? I used to take a lot of premature entries on these. I'd be trying to get in like here. So let's pause it. Pause it for a second. So on these bottom reversals, I used to try to catch it here and think, okay, it's a parabolic reversal. But when a stock is trending to the downside, it's a little different than when it makes a big move up and then catch a parabolic reversal to the downside. I feel like the ones that I catch on the bottom are more climactic reversals. So a climactic reversal takes a little more time to develop. The exhaustive volume happens over a course of some time. On the 2-minute, right, as I mentioned, the 20 and the 9 start flattening out. See how it's flattening out here? So don't get in too early when it's still kind of vertical. And then sure enough, on the 1-minute, notice how it's already tried to cross over once, but it got flat. So this would have been a great entry as well for this move. But missed that and caught this entry on the bearish checkmate pattern here, which is a multi candle pattern, the bearish checkmate. So let's keep running it. Speed it up. That gave it enough room to not get wicked out. The loss of these 2 candles was my technical stop loss. Came down, tried a couple times, did not. I've already got my range order set, but looking back at it, I think I moved it down a little bit because I didn't really see a lot of clarity on the level 2, and more importantly than that, take a look at this, right? So for this one, we'll use the big one, R-vol. R-vol is really low, so I was not confident that this thing was going to make a big move. So I think I moved my target down. Yeah, there you go. I moved my target from above this line to 83.45-ish. Took a partial there, moved, didn't move to break even, but moved for the loss of the bodies of the bearish checkmate. Oh, we don't want that size anymore for this. Forgot to change it back. So stop loss there. Now I'm setting the R calculator there to see what kind of trade this is, even though my risk reward was on the loss of this, but just want to make sure that I take at least a pretty good level of risk reward. Either way, I think this was a good trade if you got this bullish checkmate, and I waited for the averages to turn over. You got the 20 getting above the 9, getting above the 20, so in good shape there. One last pop, get up there to 40. It's trying. Rather than use a range order at this point, I just initiated the sell. 133 shares left, so I took 50% off here, and then 133, so I took 50% off here and 50% off here. Working on recognizing on these trades, and I looked at the RVOL and lowered my target, so at that point I should have just been, what would be the word, I guess, cognizant enough or attentive enough, aware enough that I should have taken here at least 75% outright. And if I'm trying to hold it for a bigger move up, which is not likely going to happen if it doesn't have this volume, but not entirely impossible, because we never know what these stocks are going to do, I'm still holding too much position for him starting with 200 and something, 266 I think shares. So now I decide to move my stop loss to break even, but still holding almost 70 shares of a stock that's 85 bucks, right? $83. So that's still a significant profit that I'm leaving on the table. Speed it up. I think it comes back and yep, stops me out. And I was thinking it would stop me out because you've got this 50 SMA. It typically comes back and tests that if it pulls back like that, right? So, and then maybe it made a move higher again. I'm not sure. I think the video, I'm about to stop it, or it ends. Yeah, 12 seconds left. So I think it made a move higher. We'll take a look on real time. So I'll close this video out and then go the actual platform, take a look what AMD did. So where was my trade? On the 5. So yeah, here was my trade. Let's look at it on the 1. So here was my trade. Yeah, sure enough, it made a move. It made a move much higher, but I got wicked out here, and then it still made a big push down and then started coming back up again. So that was a double bottom there. But my initial stop loss was the loss of this body, and so this would have wicked me out if I'd have kept my stop loss there anyway. So I got a pretty good trade out of it. Should have taken my entire position out of it there. Or if I got in a better position down here, right, then your stop loss is here. Now you do that. You take a part of the position off there and then hope for this pullback to go to the next level. Would have taken off position at this 100 SMA and then held a little for the next move up, but it did it. It made, so that was 1 tier, 2 tiers, and then went up to the 3rd tier. And let's just scroll out and see how far it did end up going. Yeah, so it came all the way up above the 200 SMA on the 1. So it made a good move. That would be, let's see, my entry was 83.18, so it basically made a $1 move, but I took all of 13 to basically 15:30, so 2 hours if you're willing to wait that long. But that's my trade on AMD for today. And thanks guys for listening in, and see you on the next one.